Welcome to the second video of the 02H English Fluency Crash Course. In the very beginning, we strongly recommend to switch your cell phone to airplane mode and try to avoid distractions. We also encourage you to take notes if you want to. Do not forget to leave us a comment telling us how did you find the material of this crash course. Finally, do not forget to give us thumbs up and share this video with your friends if you liked it. Okay. So before we introduce our first technique, we are going to watch a song together. The song is called American Dream. Make sure to watch it just once, and after watching it, we will ask you a few questions.
To pray to French fries and braid his greatest loves until the modern day the streets down so low. And indeed I'm alive and saved and so grow. Hey, and been alive before and pretty see the flower gray, yeah, yeah. I knew his train, the friend is true, the friend and your great soul. Yeah. And I'm afraid the brain and a strong of a apprentice and a first and on him ray. Nana, son of everyone!
Alright, well, God Elmaleh, American Dream. It will be available on Netflix on March 6th. I love this guy. God Elmaleh.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed this song. Here are a few questions. The first question is, forget the name of the song and tell us what was this song about. What did you understand from the song? Pause the video now and leave us a comment before you move on. Welcome again. Well, the honest answer to the question is that nobody knows. Why? Because actually this song is gibberish. It's complete nonsense. It's not English. It just sounds like English, but it's not English. The tones and rhythm make it sound like English. However, the guy is not speaking English. He's getting the pronunciation correctly. He managed to convince the audience and some of us that he was singing English. If you want to watch this complete song, then we'll leave you a link in the description below. By speaking flawlessly, easily and quickly, this song sounded like English even to native speakers. And to tell you something, this is fluency. Fluency is the ability to speak flawlessly, easily and quickly. It doesn't have to be perfectly. To be a fluent English speaker, we need to focus on the sounds, the rhythms, the tones, the melody, and the intonations. And this brings us to shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you practice repeating after the speaker as soon as possible. This is different than listen and repeat technique. In shadowing, you do not wait and listen to the whole sentence then repeat. You try to speak as soon as possible. It's okay to make mistakes, so do not stop to correct them. You'll get better with the time. And remember, you are working on your pronunciation, not your comprehension. Shadowing is good for your pronunciation, your rhythm, and intonation. And it develops your listening and speaking abilities. It works well with any kind of English content, but the best choice is interesting and meaningful English. So, to summarize, in order to improve our pronunciation, we do not need to focus on comprehension. We need to focus on the sounds, the tones, the rhythms, the melody, and the intonations. Shadowing is practicing the language in a musical way. And finally, it doesn't work well unless you have reached some ground in the language. So, let's practice shadowing together. First, you will listen to a sound clip from a native English speaker, and then you will hear me shadowing this native speaker.
I thought I'd take a trip to Luna Park here in Sydney, Australia. I took some photos a few months ago. Here is the entrance to the park. It's massive. Luna Park is an Australian icon that was officially opened on the 4th of October 1935. This makes the park 84 years old. I used to come here as a child. There were lots of things to see and do, and there still are by the looks of things. The park isn't open as much as it used to be. Fun parks are a lot of fun as a child, but they can also be fun as an adult, depending on how you view them. As a child, I remember going on a few different rides. Some of them were pretty scary. You need a strong stomach for many of the rides here. A strong stomach is an idiom that means tolerating or putting up with unpleasant feelings. It's being strong. This ride wasn't filmed in Sydney. However, it's very similar to a ride that used to be called the Octopus. Lots of people would scream, which is common at most fun parks wherever they are in the world. I've only ever been on the roller coaster twice in my life.
That was a nice piece about Luna Park in Sydney, Australia. Now it's my turn. You will hear me shadowing this native English speaker.
I thought I'd take a trip to Luna Park
here in Sydney, Australia.
I took some photos
a few months ago.
Here
is the entrance to the park.
It's massive.
Luna Park
is an Australian icon
that was officially opened on the 4th of October 1935. This makes the park 84 years old.
I used to come
here as a child.
There were lots of things
to see and do.
And there still are.
By the looks of things.
The park isn't
open as much as it used to be.
Fun parks
are a lot of fun as a child, but they can also be fun as an adult, depending on how you view them. As a child, I remember going on a few different rides. Some of them were pretty scary. You need a strong stomach for many of the rides here.
A strong
stomach is an idiom that means tolerating or putting up with unpleasant feelings. It's being strong. This ride wasn't filmed in Sydney. However, it's very similar to the ride that used to be called the Octopus.
Lots of people
would scream, which is common at most fun parks wherever they are in the world.
I've only ever
I've
been on a
roller coaster twice in my life. Okay, great. Congratulations on practicing your first shadowing exercise. We hope you found it useful. To recap what we just said about shadowing, it's a listening and speaking activity, and it works with any audio or video snippets. And the best practice is to record and listen to yourself. You will get better each time. What's really hard about shadowing is finding suitable material and finding English content that is both interesting and meaningful. These are the two challenges that we will provide you with our support to overcome. Do not forget to like and share the video with your friends if you liked it. Also make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon in order not to miss any future videos.